Hi, this is Dean Moyer, Dean of Students for all of 6th grade and the second half of 8th grade.
Hi, I'm Miss Corson, Assistant Principal over 8th grade events.
Hi, I'm Miss James. I'm the 8th grade science teacher, and we're here today to talk to you about the 8th grade end of the year activities. All right, so why is it important to celebrate 8th graders at the end of the year? Well, obviously, you guys have earned it. We want to make sure that at your last year here at Stanford Middle School, it is memorable. It marks the start to a new important chapter in your lives. Now, we're going to go over some behavior expectations. We have Dean Moyer here to further explain those.
Okay, students, for the behavior expectations, they're very similar to how they were last year. During the window of time that you are under your contract for the 8th grade dance, you need to make sure that you have no suspensions. There will be no in-school or out-of-school suspensions. You're not allowed, if you do have an in-school or out-of-school suspension, then you may be disqualified from attending the field trip or the dance. The way we do it is that as we approach both the dance and the field trip, we will review students who may have had a mishap and gotten a referral. We will have what we call a discipline panel that will review your referral. That panel will be made up of students, teachers, your peers, and who will hear your argument for why you should still be allowed to go. If they decide that you are allowed to go, then you will continue to be able to go to the field trip or the dance, depending on the time frame in which you received your referral. The hope is that no one receives any ISS or OSS during this window and everybody's able to attend.
One of the big things I want to point out too with the importance of this is we need to be able to trust you here at Stanford Middle School. If we take you guys off campus and you can't behave during the school day, what are you going to do when you guys are around Universal with your chaperone? So you just want to make sure that students understand not just the expectations, we work hard, play hard, but we want to make sure that we are doing what we're supposed to be doing in school as well as outside of school.
All right, guys, so the moral of the story is from January 8th to May 19th, don't get in trouble. All right, so now we're going to review some of the academic expectations. All right, so for us, we just want to make sure that you are maintaining at least a 2.0 or higher in the 3rd and 4th quarter of the school year. So what that means is when you come back in January, you are starting over fresh. We want you guys to be able to have this academic expectation just to show you guys that, hey, if you have good grades, you'll get rewarded. You're able to go on the field trip, you're able to go on the dance, and you're able to attend the different activities that we have for you guys throughout the 8th grade week.
So let's review some of those activities that we have planned. So one of the things is obviously we have the Universal field trip that this year is going to be May 10th. And then we'll talk a little bit more in detail about those times and regulations with that. We are going to be having an 8th grade dance, which is going to be May 17th. We'll be having a Spirit Week the 13th through the 17th, where students are going to be picking their Spirit dress-up days. We're going to have Awards Night on May 9th. That will be after school from 6 to 8. And those will be invites only for the students who received awards for the year.
All right, so we have our Spirit Week. Our Spirit Week will be taking place May 13th through the 17th. Some of the things that we do throughout our Spirit Week, we do a yearbook signing, we have ice cream social. Of course, we're gonna bring back our crowns. So the persons who are the best dressed or the most spirited throughout the 8th grade week. Thursday, May 9, 2024 is our award ceremony. Like Ms. Corson discussed previously, you will be given some type of email from your guidance counselors to invite you to the award ceremony. Just a reminder, the award ceremony is only by invitation. And they will also be sending out some Hall of Fame presentations later on next year. All right, so for the big thing, Friday, May 10th, That is our big grad venture field trip. I mean, we get to stay out till 1 a.m. in the morning. We're gonna be at school. We're gonna leave school. We're gonna get on the buses. We get to hang out with your friends, your homies, right? Isn't that fun?
Teachers.
And the teachers, and some parents as well. But this is our one special night, and this is something that we want to give back to you guys because you have worked your hardest from 6th grade all the way up to 8th grade, and we want to make sure that you guys go off into your next chapter with a bang. All right, so the grad venture field trip, like we said, you get to go to 2 parks for a special price, and we'll get to the price breakdown later on throughout the video. So you get to go to Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios with your homies, with your friends, maybe your parents and your teachers to have a fun time. We will be leaving the park at 12 a.m. So we'll probably be arriving back to Sanford Middle School at 1 a.m.
Also, like Ms. Corson said, please let's keep in mind that part of the big thing with Grad Venture is that you are able to be there with your friends. We have parents who will be chaperoning, giving up their time to be there with you. We want to make sure that everybody's on their best behavior. We want to make sure that we feel that we can trust you and that we have nothing to worry about once you're there at the park. It won't just be us. There will be schools from all over the state, all over the country, actually. And so we want to make sure that any student who's there with us is representing Sanford Middle School and showing that they know how to act and make sure that they understand that whatever they do there will reflect on us. And so that's why the behavior expectations are going to be very strict, because we want to make sure that everybody's there having a good time and that we don't have any issues with any students' behaviors.
And it all boils down to safety. We want to make sure everybody's safe while they're there. Sanford Middle School has a great reputation with Universal and Grad Venture, and we want to maintain and make sure that our students are meeting those behavioral expectations. So now let's talk a little bit about some of the pricing. So we have 3 package deals. Some of it's broken down based on the entry and the time of year. So we have what's called our early bird special. So if students start paying between January 8th and February 3rd, you guys get a discount if you pay early. So that price is going to be $150. It is available on My School Bucks. The price difference may be a little bit different on My School Bucks because there is an online fee that comes with it. So if you pay for that first part, for your VIP package, you're getting everything that we talked about today. It will help cover the dance. It will cover the Grad Venture ticket. It's going to cover the transportation to get to Grad Venture, the meal voucher that comes along with Grad Venture, as well as a shirt. One of the big things is we want to make sure that kids are all wearing the same shirt so they're easily identified throughout the park. And if we can catch them immediately and try to make sure that we know where the students are with our group. So the shirt is important for us for safety reasons as well. Plus, it's a nice little souvenir when the students are done with their 8th grade year, a nice little memory of Sanford Middle School. After February 3rd, starting February 4th, we're going to have what's called our Elite Package, which basically is a lot of the similarities as the VIP. It's just paying after the date. Students in the VIP package also get first priority on their groups. Students in the Elite package do not get first priority in their groups for Grad Venture. There's also going to be a Warrior package deal if you do not want to go to Grad Venture. That's going to be $20, and that covers the dance and a lot of the Spirit Week activities. A lot of questions parents have had for me throughout the years is if we have an annual pass with Universal, do we get a discount? No, because Universal considers it a special event, and so you still have to pay a different Grad Venture fee. Parents, if you're interested in chaperoning, there's going to be a section in the permission slip form that you guys are going to be getting through your student science classrooms. If you're interested in either chaperoning, please let Ms. James and me know. There's also a section where you can check off, yes, I would like to chaperone this trip. The more chaperones, the better. That's more supervision, more groups we can have for students, and that makes it easier for us when we're organizing this trip, because we have to figure out too how many buses we need to order. So there's a lot of logistics that go into this breakdown. Now, in terms of payment, as I said, you can bring in a check or you can do it through My School Bucks. Myself and Miss James, for the first 2 weeks when we get back from winter break, we're going to be at all 3 lunches collecting money. After that date, after I believe it's the 19th of January, you can only bring in checks on Fridays. So if students have checks, we will not take them until Friday unless you would like to pay on My School Bucks for the trip. Miss anything, Miss James?
Nope, just the most important part, when you guys do have your permission slip, make sure that you please submit it to your 8th grade science teacher. Do not go up to the front office to Ms. Black to submit it. Do not try to find Ms. Corson or try to hunt down Dean Moyer. There's 4 different science teachers, including myself, Ms. Court, Ms. Ventry, and Mrs. Anderson. You guys are going to submit only your permission slip forms to those teachers.
And the payment, you're going to either see myself, Miss James, or Miss Black in the front office. As we said, it is also another option to pay on my school bucks if that's easier for you and your child. When we get back from break, you may also start submitting those permission slips too, even if you have not paid for the trip, because we need to have on documentation. If we do not have these permission slips, we will ask your student to leave. There are some different requirements now due to the parent authorization. So you'll see on the permission slip, you'll just check off which events that you're going to be attending. There's also going to be a signature where parents sign off acknowledging understand the expectations, as well as students are going to sign it acknowledging they understand the behavioral. One of the big things is that you understand that if you do get ISS or OSS and the behavioral review panel says you are not allowed to attend the trip, we cannot guarantee that you will get your money back for this trip because you breached that contract that you signed with us saying that students agree to follow the rules and behaviors leading up to the field trip. So now in terms of the dress up days, so I'm going to be sending out a Google survey. You must be signed into your SCPS account, just like the 8th grade superlatives, in order to pick which dress up days you guys are wanting. There's about 20 different ideas that we've come up with. You guys are going to narrow down the list from 20 down to 5. Same with the dance. We have 3 different dance themes, and then you guys are going to narrow that down to the one theme that you guys are going to be wanting to do. I'll be sending out an email when we get back in January, and the due date for the poll to close will be the 19th of January. And that's it.
All right, thank you guys. We just want to make sure, again, just to reiterate, you guys have a fun and a safe 8th grade week. We are so excited for you guys to embark on your new journey.